deregistered. Well, you told me that you got deregistered for free.
How do you feel there? Because
you got 40, how much?
John, I got 44 out of 50, but the way he explained it, he said, no, if you, what's it called, engaged in tags, you do those tests and tags, you do those tests in your practicals, and you pass them, you'll be fine because it's your overall average, it's not just your average in your tests.
But what's confusing to me is you did better than me in the tags.
Exactly.
But I haven't got deregistered. But I probably did like good in the test.
What did you get for your test?
What did you get for the test?
24%. Got 13, she still got deregistered.
Let's got 13, she got deregistered.
Yes, girl. But the difference is, you see, I missed one PT.
Oh.
So I didn't add in an exercise.
Which one?
Okay, we had to fill in the blank words.
Oh, I know that thing, and they said.
When was this?
It's that one where we were doing. They said if you didn't hand in that.
When Sophia and I were when we were handing in that thing, weren't you in class with us?
No, I wasn't.
Sure.
And they said
I emailed Yaku,
Yaku,
and he got back to me. So the fact that he still deregistered me afterwards.
Hater.
No remorse.
Hater. Anyways, guys, hey, what a week it's been. Registering, and I've lost my ID. I hope I didn't get married. Guide.
Yo!
I hope I don't get married to just someone.
How did you lose it?
I went to the mall.
Yeah.
Ne? And then, jiggy, I've lost it. Don't ask me how.
Hey.
Went to the mall and lost it. I went to Mr. Price, lost it. I went to the center and lost it. I can't find anything.
I shouldn't have looked at my phone, to be quite honest with
Why?
you. Men are trash.
Who is it?
What happened?
What happened? What?
Okay, let's carry on.
I think I know who it is.
Why is he commenting on my story?
Who's that? Anyway, I'm so tired.
Anyways, child.
Is it the rugby
There's
player?
no.
Is it the rugby player?
It's okay.
It is him.
What did he say?
He said I must let him know because remember I posted that my dad does not dye my hair.
Yeah.
And now he's saying, let me know, bitch, shut the fuck up. Anyways, ciao, welcome to another episode of my channel.
It's gonna be like something like,
Yeah, why is
okay, like, come on. Why are you so tired? It's just a game.
Anyways, guys, welcome to my channel.
Your channel, our channel. Welcome to my channel.
Your channel.
My channel. Ladies and gentlemen, finally the day has come. I've been waiting for this moment in
Exactly.
time. Do we introduce her? Should she introduce herself?
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
You can introduce me.
You can introduce her. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a dear friend on today's couch.
Yeah.
On the hot seat.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to introduce her by her English name or her black name.
No, valid. No, it's a valid ask.
It's a valid ask. Which one do you want me to go for?
My black name.
Simphiwe.
Can I say the white one?
Okay.
Simphiwe.
Oh, tell me, no, the
What
white one
is triggered?
Tell me the white one is Tracy, darling.
Oh, goodness.
It's Tracy. It's not just Simphiwe.
Why would you be triggered?
Simphiwe Tracy Night Kesana. Simphiwe Tracy Night.
Do you know why they named me Simphiwe?
Why?
They thought to be a boy.
Oh.
Makes sense.
And then
see why
Tracy
you
came
look like a
later.
boy.
Oh, hater.
Chum.
Hater.
So they thought to be a boy, so they got like neutral clothing.
They get them to my
Blue, whatever. They would have come out a girl. It was like
Tracy.
yeah, and my mother didn't tell my father when she was giving birth, so he wasn't there.
So this story just keeps on getting better and better. Your mother must write a book. She must write a book.
Because that wasn't supposed to be my name. See, they didn't discuss my name. She
Your
just
mother must write
decided
a
by
book.
herself, I'm the name you simply to trigger him, but by then it was too late.
Ooh, I seem too late, child.
But today, guys, we are discussing a very hot topic. But before we get into
Exactly.
that, what are we drinking today?
We are drinking the one and the only, the JC de la Rue.
Oh my
it's
God.
actually very nice. Cheers,
It's
is
very
below.
nice.
Cheers, is
It's
below.
nice. It's like
This
so
is
that's
nice.
JC, darling.
This is
House
very nice.
JC.
Period.
Do you know that their wine farm is actually in Stellenbosch?
And the offices.
In Stellenbosch, literally right next to us. But yeah. But today, what are we talking about?
We speak about the marketing world, the influencer
The influencing
world.
space, the marketing world, everything influencing. I feel like we shouldn't name it and talk about it. Do you understand? Because it's so broad.
It's a very broad topic that there's many avenues to it. I don't know if I'm making sense.
I'm
saying there's many avenues to it.
You are making sense.
So chill, guys, sit back and just enjoy because we're about to drop some bombs.
Why Simphiwe?
I feel like...
Why Simphiwe on the hot seat for this topic?
Why not me?
Other than that?
I also feel like, the reason why we said, okay, Simphiwe come through, baby, is because when we had this chat with you, you made sense. You are very
honest.
She's a very honest person.
And I feel like she knows the corporate side of it.
Yeah. We were talking to Simphiwe and like obviously I know my friend and like I was just like so like intrigued. What is it? Intrigued. Because she started talking about like I remember even talking to you about it as soon as we left. I was like, damn, I've never met someone who thinks like that. Because it was like she's been in board meetings before. It was like she's been with the people who choose influencers to work on certain projects. I was like, okay. And I even remember asking, I was like, Joby, please be honest with me if I post nonsense. Please be honest with me.
Would you guys be honest with each other?
Yes.
I feel like you get those type of friends.
Yeah.
You get the friends like, yo, Joby looks so good.
Exactly. Exactly. And I remember
before we post like
it's not
Chomi, you know, like, is this good? I'll be like, Chomi, would you like to post first?
And I feel like if your friend says, no, friend.
Then obviously
there's a good friend.
But you know what I liked when we were on the couch in the library? Cynthia asked me, do you want me to, before we establish, when she establishes a friendship,
do you want me to be honest?
Do you want me to be honest? She just doesn't pick. I was about honest out of the blue. You must give her consent to be honest.
People find that
touch, exactly.
But it was many friendships, I guess. So
that is valid.
But first question is, what do you define as an influencer?
I want to hear this, and then maybe we'll define our influencer take. But
okay.
What do you define?
No, you start, then I'll counter argue.
What do you define?
For me now, one thing people, especially the people coming in the industry today, I go into their stories, posts, their bios, and for example, it's written influencer, digital content creator number 1. There's a difference between an influencer and a digital content creator.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. While you're in that, please don't forget to touch on the fact, you know how people say DM for collaborations on your... Please touch on that later. Carry on.
So for me, there's a difference between an influencer and a digital content creator.
Yes.
A digital content creator can be an influencer, but an influencer can't be a digital content creator. That's how I put it. For example, an influencer, you influence a person to do certain things. Doesn't mean you need to be aesthetic.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you need to put effort in your content. Whereas a digital content creator, when I go into your feed, I must see, okay, this person, they create content. They don't just only post, oh, I'm posting Maybelline, guys, please go buy Maybelline, you get me. Those type of things. Like, when I go to influence, I must say, okay, you're attracting me to, you're attracting me to makeup, you're attracting me to fashion, you're attracting me to a certain thing. So that's why I feel like, don't box yourself in this influencer thing, because it boxes you as your brand, right? That's why I rather say to people, rather call yourself a digital content creator, because there's lenience when it comes to that aspect. So that's how I define it.
I love your definition, but I have to disagree on certain parts.
Okay.
For me, there was a certain part where you mentioned an aesthetic. You can't have an aesthetic when you're... I disagree. I disagree with... When you're an influencer, I feel like you have to have a specific... It's like, not perfect, but like...
There's a vibe you attach.
Yes, there's a vibe.
An aesthetic is a vibe.
The aesthetic is a vibe. It's like, for me, when I think of influencer, I think of an aesthetic.
Me too.
When I think of digital content creator, I think of a creator. I think of different vibes. Vlogs, different types of scenarios.
Creating content.
It's not perfect. You are just free in your own world, and that freedom for me is perfection.
Because you don't have to necessarily, with the content that you make, it doesn't need to be influential.
It doesn't need, You're creating content which is, how do I put it? It's free, it's original, number 1. Whereas, I'm not saying influencers are not original, but influencer work is repetitive work.
It's very common.
It's very common, yes. So if you're going to call yourself an influencer, yes, you can have the followings, you can have the numbers, you can be influential, you understand? But like, there's a specific aesthetic that is there. Whereas digital content creation is you can be whoever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to be, you can be free, you can do whatever you want to be. Yeah, for that's the thing for me.
I hear you.
Like we get many people who create content to have million followers on YouTube, but when you go on the Instagram, you're sitting on 200,000.
Okay, we need to touch on that.
Repeat that.
So you're not necessarily influential on anyone,
But
because no one knows you on
content,
Instagram,
but we know
but
you
on
on
YouTube, you're sitting on 2 million plus.
Okay, I hear that's why I also feel like
I hear that.
that's why I also feel like maybe who can I make? I'm thinking.
Are we allowed to use examples here?
Yes, I'm thinking of a family.
Yeah.
But obviously the family, they're gonna run a family Instagram account, right?
Who's that?
There's these famous YouTube
There's
families.
many families.
First of all, like Ace family. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's say Ace family.
I don't know if you know Gold Juice.
I don't know coaches, but I know there's this other family. The daughter, she's also a content creator. I know her name is Claire.
Yeah.
I forgot the family's name, but for example, they have millions of subscribers. But then when you go to the Instagrams, it's something else. You know. So I also feel like that's where we can separate the two different. You know.
Your turn, John.
For me, if you are influencer, you influential. Meaning you inspire people, or you make people want to go to this, to that.
Yeah.
But for me, influencers become very repetitive in a case that you standard influencer, who would you describe? They're living a lavish life, they're going to this places. When you see Italy, they at waterfront, thinking, yo, I need to be waterfront. But you become your friend. For me, if you're an influencer, it's who you are. You naturally influence. You can't force being an influencer. It's a natural.
Do you think people force becoming an influencer?
I feel like
Yes.
Yes. The word influencer is used commonly these days.
For me,
and the word digital
follow
content.
that to your influencer.
Please, yes. I'm so sorry. Can we touch on that next?
A million followers
Doesn't mean you're an influencer.
You can easily buy followers. You can easily buy likes.
Exactly.
Like if you can easily to shut down, you will still know who she is. You will still be
because she's
influenced by her because she's
influential. And when sometimes you being influential doesn't mean you're an influencer.
Yes, that's also feel like people must just let it happen naturally. Don't give yourself the title of influencer because now you're putting pressure
if
on
people like you, they like you.
Yes.
Exactly.
And if they influence. And
why
then at a certain stage you can be like, hi guys, I'm Ken, I'm an influencer.
And another thing for me that I hate, right? For me personally, when I see an influencer, well, a person who calls themselves an influencer, and then when I go through their Instagram and I see still pictures, I don't see reels, I don't see videos, I'm getting bored. You understand? For me, immediately you fall under the common type of influencer. It's not the fact that you're not getting like promotions or whatever. You might not be getting promotions, but it does not mean that you can't make reels or you can't not necessarily promote. Like for instance, you can't just say, hi guys, this is what I use. I feel like people are like waiting for Nivea to come and approach them, example, in order for them to say, this is what I use for my skin. You understand? If I want to wake up and say, this is what I use
Nivea for my skin.
I use Nivea for my skin. Plug people. Exactly.
People tend to forget that you being an influencer means you need to be relatable.
Exactly.
So now if you're not relatable, stop calling yourself a influencer.
I'm not gonna sit here and show everyone, oh, you must have these peanuts, but I'm not allergic to peanuts. And
hi guys, I'm drinking this Woolworths juice.
I see you on the pick up paper.
Let me make a prime example. Lema influences people to put on a lip liner right on his Instagram. I want to see Lema in public wearing a lip liner. Sorry.
You catch it.
Tell me. If you get a package made from Gucci and there's only Gucci item you have, it's not a lifestyle. Stop caring, it's not a lifestyle. If you're not able to buy the Gucci yourself,
it's not a lifestyle.
Gucci religiously.
It's not a lifestyle.
Thank you.
Another thing.
Who are you fooling?
And
your friends are lying, watching and promoting your content, knowing that when you guys chilling together, they're paying for your meals.
Another thing is, sometimes you guys open up brands. They are brands.
Sorry.
I'm not having anybody, but like they are brands.
No, we're not having anyone. If you feel like you're subbed,
they are brands.
If you feel touched, you touched.
She said, I open up a shoe brand, cleaning service.
Yes. I know exactly where you're going with this.
Cleaning service and I claim I'm also an influencer, but
you're entrepreneur, babe.
Okay, can I explain where this whole business thing comes in, right?
Let's choose a common. Let's choose makeup.
Okay, now for example, let's choose makeup. Let me make a prime example.
Okay.
She opened Malachite. If you guys don't know, Malachite is an online service, right?
Okay.
But it makes sense.
Okay.
And she was able to separate her own brand to the Malachite brand, right? And it's not like she woke up and decided, I'm going to open a makeup brand. She's known to be in the beauty space, right? And those two things link. For me, if you're going to open a brand as a person, if you call yourself an influencer, if you call yourself a celebrity or anything, you need to open a brand that speaks to your own entity. For example, Bonang. If Bonang were to wake up today and sell you a belt, a waist trainer, are you guys going to buy it?
If I were to wake up today and say, guys, I have a foundation line, would you buy my foundation?
I've never seen you wear foundation. If I were to wake up and be like, guys, I'm selling Moreira hair. Have you seen me in hair?
I've never seen you in hair. Why are you going to be selling wigs, but you've never worn a
Thank
wig?
you.
Exactly.
I'm
wearing it. Exactly.
Have you seen me?
Have you ever seen me in a lace crown?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people need to understand
that raggedy ass lace show.
You own a brand, but I need to see the brand in you before I'm able to buy it.
Which is why it's a lifestyle.
If you're selling makeup, I need to see you in makeup most of the time when I see you out.
If you're makeup artist, I should see you doing your makeup every day.
Not even every day. It should be maybe 3 times a week.
I should be able to see the passion in
yourself.
In you.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle.
For me, it's yeah. And another thing that I would like us to touch on is I would like to broaden the fact is the factor of likes. I mean, not likes, followers.
Following.
Does it mean now that you've reached a certain amount of followers that you influence?
You can buy blue tick on Instagram.
Thank you.
And also, people need to understand brands don't care about numbers.
What do you take on paid promotions? While we're speaking of brands,
paid promotions, they need to make sense to who you are. I'm not gonna wake up today and get a paid promotion for what can I say? What's the perfect thing to explain? What doesn't link to my brand?
For weaves.
Okay, let's take that.
Let's take that.
I wake up today, I get an email from
luxury hair.
From a certain brand that sells luxury hair.
Luxury hair is the name.
Luxury, okay. Number one, luxury hair sells wigs for 10K. Let's put that as a factor number one.
Where have you won a wig for?
Number two, when have I won a wig in general? Number three, me wearing the wig for 10K. How the fuck are my people gonna buy a wig for 10K when I know who my followings are? Like, I get you all doing it for the bag, but at the same time, people follow you because I see TJ as being relatable. I can't wake up today and post GH Mom and tell people to buy when they can't even afford GH Mom. Can I even afford GH Mom myself?
You know, sometimes people take a picture and then they forget that we can also read people. I might take a picture of the GH Mom and post it on my Instagram story. Number, there are 2 factors. It's either GH Mom is my favorite or it's either the first time I'm drinking GH Mom.
Thank you.
That's what people need to understand.
You.
And I feel like people don't understand it. And I feel like people, they're so weak-minded that they're like, oh, I want to become an influencer. Get the fuck up and work.
This thing of everybody wanting to be an influencer, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be brutal with y'all. We can see the people who don't actually want to be an influencer, but they come into the game for the bag, and then they get disappointed when they do not get the bag. I also wanted to speak about authenticity when we bring brands.
What do you think of...
There's a lot of influencers in Stellenbosch.
Are they?
That's the thing. There's a lot of people who call themselves
influencers.
But when you see them on a day-to-day basis, they need to be influenced. That's just my...
She be like, they need the influence themselves. No, but you being for real.
Because anybody can make up and call themselves
entertain this facade of
nonsense. Like, I can wake up today and call myself an influencer. I can wake up to... For me, guys,
and you don't need to have a lot to be an influencer.
Exactly.
So why are you putting up a price?
Exactly. It's the same thing. Like, if today I decide to go to Java, you don't know what I'm ordering at Java.
Exactly.
You don't know if I'm ordering a pizza at Java that is 89 rand.
Or you're just ordering a Coke for 15
Exactly.
But you're gonna post that you at Java, and people are gonna think
Exactly. We want the real you.
Like,
we want to understand the person.
At 10 CS.
Exactly.
But you, let's run this sweetie on campus.
Oh, okay.
Go!
It's got like glue.
Because the thing is, if you can pay for that food, if you can pay the restaurant, you can pay for quality lace.
You can.
That's why I also feel like branding yourself is very important.
I can easily go and take a picture in the front of a restaurant. But me and my friend went off for the meal.
Half. Okay.
Nobody sees the bill. Nobody sees what's going on.
Nobody sees the bill.
But people are so quick to post the bill when it's 3,000, 4,000.
Are they paying for the bill when it's 3K, 10K?
No, or you at your friend's birthday party.
Or are you called to a group so that you can join the table so that we can make the 10K we've already booked for?
But that's true.
No, let's be honest. The people who actually pay for shirts don't post it.
They don't post it.
Have you ever seen somebody who buys Ace and they take a picture? Do you see them posting e-receipt your Ace?
Have you ever seen people with, old money, new money? You know the old people with old money, new money. So new money is like the upcoming generation. They're rich, they're working. That's new money. But when we define old money, we talk about generational wealth. So your grandfather was rich, they owned. People with old money, the real money, never post, you'll never see with Gucci socks, Gucci taggies,
I mean, there's nothing
Gucci
wrong.
pants, Gucci.
There's nothing
wrong for you,
But my child. So someone's child is out here posting Gucci bra, then the Gucci top on top of that, the Gucci pants, then the Gucci shoes.
She's the perfect example of shoes she's talking about is
Dupont,
whatever, and Uznositek.
For
them it's very authentic.
But for them it's their
it's
going back to what Simphiwe said. Lifestyle.
Yes.
For them it's a lifestyle. It's got nothing to do with old money. Okay, well, Amanda is old money. She's old money. But it's a life.
It's what they read every single day. They don't have stress when they go swipe their black card at LV, but what my bank balance is going to look like. You get me? So people need to just
be honest.
Yes.
Be real.
And it doesn't. I don't need you to be honest with me as your audience.
Be honest with yourself.
Be honest with, and I feel like people are fake out there. People are fake, and people want to go up the ladder by bringing another person who's above them down. It's like, I'm using you to climb up the ladder. And I feel like that's why many influencers who are influential, who have a substantial number of followers, who have made it, do not want to be associated with influencers who are still up.
Which is valid, to be quite honest with you. And that's what I always say again to people. We can see if you're building a brand of fakeness. We can see if you're building a brand of authenticity, however, if you say it. That's when I just be like, guys, don't go into this industry for the bag because you're not going to get the bag. Don't go into this industry wanting R1 million when you just started. Your brand will never grow. Let's be honest. We can see when you copied content from someone else because you're trying to grow. And that is going to only work for you in the short while, but is it going to work for you when you need to submit your CV 10 years later to a brand like Revlon? Because who did you copy the content from? The brand see there's brains working behind the brand. Revlon doesn't just wake up and be like, I want to choose certain people. No, there's people working behind who track your account, who look at you month to month before they send you that email.
I want you.
When we were at the library the other day, we said something very triggering, which was it made sense. You talked about putting a weave on, putting heels on, putting on a two-piece and posing in front of a fancy restaurant. Please elaborate on that. And then calling yourself an influencer, you rock up on campus.
And you need to be influenced. I feel like anyone can take a picture. Anyone can create a facade. So you want to put on a weave, you want to do your nails, you post when you're doing your nails, but you got a voucher from your friend's birthday present to do your nails. You posting by experience. You positive vibes.
Get a discount, child.
You posting by these restaurants that are like 200 a meal.
Yeah.
But you never posted
400 rand. But you're using your student card to pay by school.
We're not saying you have money. That's not what we're saying. But we're saying
don't create a fake facade
that you want us to believe if you're not going to be able to back up. If we follow you because you broke, we follow you because you broke.
Then let's be broke together.
Let's be broke together. There are people who want to be broke with celebrities.
And what makes you influential? Because people will fuck with you whether you broke or rich.
Exactly.
I want to make a premise. I don't know, guys, if you know her name is Bobby. She's from Eastern Cape, right?
Yeah.
So the way she grew, like her Instagram following or whatever her brand, is she asked people to pay for a trip to Ghana, right? But in
like
people, yes, but in people paying for the game, but in people paying, stop it. But in people paying for her trip to Ghana, she took them on the day-to-day basis of her getting to the amount of money that she needed to go to Ghana.
Okay.
Number two, she took us on her week to Ghana, and even in Ghana, she wasn't being not realistic or fake. Okay. She was catching taxis in a foreign country. She was going to the cheapest restaurants in a foreign country. She buys a shepherd pie when she's back home. She doesn't know. She doesn't buy no Asian pie. No, babe. She buys a shepherd pie you also eat that makes your mouth stink afterwards.
Jimmy, you grew up watching Batman, eh?
Yeah.
You know how Batman rose to fame, basically.
Yeah.
And what I like about that is the fact that he kept on emphasizing he would never be where he is today without
It wasn't for his
sister.
And also, for me, the thing is, what makes you an influencer are your viewers.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
We can close the chapter.
We can close it.
We can go. And
that's what I'm understanding.
Without your viewers, you wouldn't be where you are right now.
Another thing is I want to before I forget. Pretty face, money, and what else is the third one? I can't forget what you touched on.
You guys have anything called pretty privilege?
Yes.
Pretty privilege. So people get where they are because you're pretty.
Pretty.
But
you
there's
get the amount of
no
followers.
substance to you whatsoever.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're posting on Instagram and you look so beautiful. Also, the thing is, a lot of people is how you see them on Instagram, that's how they look in person.
Yes.
Exactly.
And you'll be shocked.
Exactly. No, exactly.
And you'll be shocked that
exactly.
I go, girl, I like your picture last week.
Is this
well,
you were not looking like that.
I've met someone like that actually. I was so
shocked.
shocked.
Look like that. Let's be real. A lot of girls in Stellenbosch look like look like that.
I'm trying.
But that's true though. And another thing for me is
like, why are you never wearing the clothes that you post on Instagram on campus?
True though.
That's true. Did you borrow them? And for me, if you're gonna call yourself an influencer, don't be scared to repeat an outfit.
Thank you. You bought it with your own money.
And you can wash it.
You can wash it.
Think about this. I'll repeat.
I will repeat an outfit. Proudly with my chest, and I did not care what you guys say.
Because I was the one who took the Apple Pay on that outfit. Not you.
I'll wear it again.
I'll wear it again.
One thing about
you can wear an outfit again.
Yes.
And you are. For me, it's the philosophy. For me, it's the philosophy and the mindset of. If you see me wearing an outfit, I'm just simply proving to you that I bought it. Nobody bought it.
And why do you need to explain yourself when you repeat an outfit? It's okay, baby, because that person you're explaining to is wearing the same pants they were wearing yesterday and the day before.
Like a lot of these influencers
on
campus.
Exactly.
Girl, the same 2 piece a week.
Yes, and also with you.
I'm not gonna entertain this shit.
I'm not gonna entertain this shit, so I don't.
Let me go back to the pretty privilege thing. I also need to.
The same 2 piece.
I'm gonna speak.
Hi guys, Rashid package just arrived.
I'm gonna speak on the pretty privilege topic that we were before these two stood off into other shit. I also feel like the people in the industry need to speak on it.
Do you feel like
because there's certain people who we all know have benefited from pretty privilege? Let's be honest, right? But again, at the same time, how long is pretty privilege gonna pay your fucking bills? Let's be honest. You can be pretty.
Wait, is it gonna fall?
I doubt.
just catch up to you guys.
Catch up, John.
I also. That's why I'm also
I'm not a thinker.
That's why.
No comment.
That's why I'm also like, yes, we can speak on the chat of pretty privilege, and it's not a doubt that it exists in the industry, right? But then at the same time, is pretty privilege going to pay your bread forever, or does it mean you need to put in the work?
It's going to pay your
A
bread.
lot of girls also, you're famous because you're pretty.
Yes, and that's why I feel like I always say yes, it is there, right? But people in the industry need to speak about it so that it's...
I feel like you need to be honest.
Yes!
You know you became famous because you're pretty.
Okay, babe.
Stop trying to be influential where there's there's no substance about you.
That's, for example, I have...
You can also, for me, you can also become...
Let's touch on that. I'm
In a
so
prime
sorry.
example, show me.
That!
You're called relatable.
That.
I'll tell you later. I don't want to put
Okay.
No, but you know what she just said now has been what I've been wanting to put in words forever. Once you open your mouth, there's nothing substantial about you.
Yes. And you can't... Stay as a still picture. It's okay.
You can be famous by association.
I know it's... Ooh.
No, but what Simphiwe just said
It's fine.
about the pretty face. And then there's nothing influential about you.
At all.
And then you claim that you were an influencer. A picture can say a lot of things, guys. And can lie too at the same time.
I feel like to be an influencer, you need to have a backup plan, in my eyes. Because let's say, for example, Instagram shuts down, whatever. At least you have a business running, you have your own, that's why I'm saying it's a lifestyle, you have your own brand. So the Instagram isn't your ever ending.
It goes back to what you said. If Instagram could close down today and
Would you
open
open
we open another brand. Exactly, we open another Instagram. Are you gonna take those people who followed you with you to that other platform?
There's something.
If your account gets hacked and it's not a new account, or people
they're
gonna
gonna come
follow
back.
you again.
Or you're gonna, like, there was this time where
Guys,
people
my
were
account got hacked, please follow my new account.
I'm so glad I wasn't part of that training.
Oh, you don't say that now. This is...
Knock on wood.
That's fake words.
So clear.
Fake words. Are you a fake influencer?
Do you guys think you guys are the real deal?
Do you think I'm the real
Let's
deal?
ask that. Do you think?
Do you think I'm the real deal?
I feel like you guys are because you guys are not fake.
Okay.
You get what you get. It is what it is.
It is what it
you
is.
guys don't put up a facade. You guys don't try to be anything other than yourselves. And that's why people relate to you. That's why you're influential on people. Because people can correspond with what you guys do. You guys are not posting in Gucci, but you just will post on your way to the grocery shop and everything. Go!
And then I'm
Who are you trying to impress?
posting hashtag I'm shopping at Woolworths, shopping receipt Woolworths.
But you're on the way. You know, for me the thing is.
But then the mother sent you.
You know what you can do is when you buy clothing items at shops, you know you get returned after 30 days.
Yes! That's how we go.
Or you can buy an outfit, right? Take a picture in it. Don't even take off the tag.
I'm not gonna lie. There was this time. Remember when we were going to
That costume party.
the costume
Like
party?
you were in the closet. So obviously you guys were trying it on. But you get people who leave the shop.
No, not that one, Chomine. No, besides that one. So I bought the costume, the one that I'm gonna show you, the one that I bought, and I was gonna wear it. I was like, okay, but it made sense because I'm not gonna wear it again.
You're not gonna wear it again.
It's just a one night thing. I was like, I'm not gonna spend
You didn't take it. You didn't buy it just for posting content.
Exactly. I was like, I'm not gonna spend 540 for this and then come back
go
again.
out of your way to impress your viewers.
Exactly.
That's your mistake.
That's the mistake.
Because you shouldn't have to go out of your daily routine, go out of your way.
Exactly.
Just to post on Instagram for you to disappear after 24 hours.
Exactly. And you can never be that serious again.
Never. Instagram removes that shit after 24 hours. It's fuck
And
you.
who will say it?
It's fuck you.
Nobody.
And you know what the fact that you get a million followers, but 300,000 viewers on your story.
Another thing, I also feel like our friend said this once, right? She was like, guys, I'm so shocked that you guys don't post everything on your social media. You guys live in the moment. I can read a story when you picked up your phone very fast and you're like, do that again.
Do that. It's very easy to know that. You see, do it again. Simphiwe, please do what you did again.
It's not authentic.
It's not.
It's fake.
Thank you.
And another thing is,
Yes.
Also, you don't need to document everything in your life.
Yeah.
another thing for me is you guys said something before. I forgot to carry on. I
So that was just me. Like, don't.
Oh, influencer. Do you consider yourself? I don't like considering myself. I consider myself to be influential, yes, but I don't like to be in the set box of I'm an influencer, I'm a digital content creator. I'm just another individual who's sharing my life on social media. You know, that's how I consider myself, just sharing what I do, sharing what I love on social media. And another thing is just because I'm funny, it doesn't make me a comedian. I'm not a comedian.
But I'm
just a person.
I'm gonna be just a person.
Which many people like.
Because there's exactly one day it was busy comedian. Get on the stage, give you a mic. Will you be able to make people laugh? Or are you able to make people laugh in the moment?
But can I be honest with you? You are influential. Oh, sorry. Right? And I'm gonna explain this. I'm not gonna call you influencer, I'm gonna say you are influential.
Okay.
Lema came to Stellenbosch, started a vlog series on TikTok. We saw people carry on with the vlog series.
Okay.
Right? Number one. Lema will walk around in the mall, someone will come up, aren't you the person who does the vlog?
Yeah.
If that's what I always say to Lema, your brand speaks for itself. And don't be scared when people come to you and be like, oh my gosh, you're that TikToker, because that means what you edited, the effort you put in,
It's paying off.
that 30 minutes you took to do whatever you did,
It's
paying off. It's reaching people, which means number one, you're relatable. Number two, you're authentic, because no one is just gonna say, oh my gosh, I like Lema if Lema's being fake, right? Number three, it's just you. And it's not forceful. Like,
and another thing that I will always know, going back to what we said now about Britman, is the I know my personality needs people. If I were a personality alone, I wouldn't be where I am.
Valid.
I need people. It's like I need people to entertain in order to be who I am, in order to be relevant. Therefore, without people, I'm nothing, and I'm not scared to say that. Who am I entertaining? If nobody is gonna laugh at something that I post on Instagram, who am I entertaining? Who am I attracting?
No.
And then there are people who just they can't accept that they need people, that they need the like. But there are people who need likes, and there are people who need the followers, and there are people who just, as you guys say, their brands speak for themselves.
But even with the like thingamabob, where is it gonna take you?
Girl.
The following thing, where is it gonna take you? As Simphiwe says, I can buy 10K followers today.
We can, and we can tell when you put your followers. We can tell. People think that we can't. We can tell. But anyway,
it's just like,
because why are people from liking your picture?
From overseas, I'm not gonna call the country.
Why are people from Canada liking your picture?
Why are bots following you?
Okay. Why are mechanics following you?
Okay. Why are strippers following you?
Make it make sense.
And that's just the tea.
That's just the tea. Like,
if you were in a boardroom and you had to pick 5 people for your brand, excluding us, who would you pick?
And it doesn't need to be someone that's well known.
That's well known.
It can be somebody who's well known.
Can be somebody who's
but
known.
it doesn't need to be.
In what context? In what context?
Like now, when you need, for example, you're coming out with a new phone, you need people to
promote it.
Who
would you pick?
Who would you guys pick?
Who would you pick?
I don't know who I'd pick.
Anyone.
People to be ambassadors of my brand.
Or whatever, like influencing campaign for 6 months.
Tenzal and Ricky. Do you know Tenzal?
Yes. Oh, yes.
They're very authentic.
They are very
much
authentic.
themselves.
I don't want to lie. I am inspired. Them and Bretman rock.
I would just Bretman. He's very. Me, it's going to sound very. I like to stay away from. You know those people who became famous on TikTok, like Charlie D'Amelio.
Yes.
She got famous from dancing.
You can dance. You can learn a dance routine.
And now she's like worldwide, etc.
Yeah.
But besides dancing, if they want TikTok sounds to dance to,
what would you know?
She would be nice.
I'm not bashing her.
Studying.
What to Bretman, just because you've got 1 million followers doesn't mean you should go to LA. And
Go to LA to chase the dream. Because that's where you get famous. That's another thing. That's another thing.
And for us it's Joburg, okay? That's Joburg. You just go to Joburg. I want to go study in Joburg.
Exactly.
I want to go study in Joburg. I want to go study in Joburg now.
A lot of like people in our generation go that side to find a brand, to become influencers. But it's obviously like, if you live in the same place of Kylie Jenner, what else do you expect? You know what I mean? They become famous off of stupid things, like she dances on TikTok.
We're not saying that brand is stupid, but like we're just saying
an example.
There's no substance.
Jenner's sister became famous because it's her sister.
Okay.
But that's true.
It is true.
No, but that's true.
Jenner's sister wanted to be a singer.
And then her sister became a singer
And she
was successful.
Music.
And was successful.
She was only successful because she was famous before.
Exactly.
Your music was not
Exactly.
Like, you must stop thinking that just because I'm famous, I should make music now.
Yes.
People, no! If your music is trash, your music is trash. Because why don't you become famous off of your music?
Exactly.
For me, the prime example, I don't know if you guys are going to relate to this, but it's a topic that happens on Housewife Twitter, right? It's a prime example. So now, for example, you're in the Housewife world.
Would you be a housewife, TJ?
I would, babe.
Never!
Okay, we're going to come back to that of being housewife. Like, for example, they're on a show for 3 seasons.
Okay.
And then, after that 3 seasons...
They're famous.
No, it's not even that they're famous. They take out a book. Or they open a podcast with another cast member on the show. It was a topic yesterday on Twitter. There's this new two housewives on Miami who went on a ghost trip, and then they opened a podcast with the cast members, and all of a sudden they're famous.
It's not even.
It's like reality TV shows.
Yeah.
About Love is Blind, Tour to Handle,
and then they
become famous off the ass.
And then they have a reality show after that, following their lives. It's not famous.
Like, you know what's it called, like Francesca and then Harry. Do you know
Harry Josie?
They're very famous now. They're very like Also Emily and Thingy, the couple.
Have you watched Big Brother?
No.
Okay, then it's okay.
So they got famous, like this one couple, they lived together, but they got famous because like everyone liked them as a couple.
Yes.
But the thing is, if he didn't go on tour to Handle, then they wouldn't be famous. Then they got brand, she became brand ambassador for Old Polly.
Which is okay.
Okay, cool, valid, but...
What's the... Let's put on a South African context.
Okay, let's bring it
now,
back
for example, I go on Big Brother. Okay. I go on a certain reality show in South Africa, right? But it's not only me in the ensemble. We've got a cast of people, right? And now all of a sudden, production wants to give you your own reality show. Then it comes out that reality show is boring as fuck. Okay. There's no substance to it. That's why I also feel like, yes, people, you could be number one.
Also a lot of people who change their brands to suit what people love.
Yes.
I will be associated with you two are dancers. Now I have to change my content to dancing just because you two are well known for dancing, and I want to reach that level of fame that you guys have. Why can't I stick to what I was doing? Why can't I stick to fashion if I was known for fashion? You understand? But just because I wasn't that known in fashion as compared to how you guys were known in dancing, it doesn't mean that I should shift in dancing, because it's gonna be people will be able to tell that it's them against them.
Yes.
You understand? Okay.
Yes.
Also, I feel like you can have
talents.
Like, so you have your own fashion brand.
Yeah.
But you also do YouTube.
You can.
And whatever. I feel like that makes you a content.
But then show me at the same time, okay, I'm gonna call them, for the lack of my vocab, side hustles, right?
Okay.
Your side hustles need to link to your main bread of income.
Okay. People love to go to YouTube just because
it's
YouTube quick money.
Not that it's quick money, but then people get to support the paycheck when they first get their paycheck.
Yes, when they first get it is.
Because now, for example,
it's a quick way to fame.
Like now, for example,
quick way to fame and quick way to money.
Yes, I can have 60k followers. There's a person who has 35k followers. Her highest paycheck on YouTube to this day, she has videos that get 83k. Her highest paycheck is 27,000.
Who's that?
I don't want to call her name because now she was very shy to put in. Okay, let me call her name because she put on the YouTube. Sinekuku. I don't know if you guys know Sinekuku, but her highest paycheck is 27k that she got from YouTube. Now people think,
but YouTube doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay, especially in South Africa.
Even abroad.
Abroad is better because of the certain.
Rock did say it. Abroad, YouTube doesn't pay. The only thing that they're able to survive off is their paid partnership. It doesn't pay. Period. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are. YouTube does not pay.
Really?
No, it doesn't.
All her YouTube channel does is pay her rent.
It does not pay. YouTube does not pay. Even as Jesus said, YouTube is only enough to pay for water and electricity, the house, the rent, and for not half of the groceries.
So what are people chasing?
They're chasing clout. And they think that YouTube is money.
And people are on YouTube because they're passionate about what they do, but now they're coming to chase the clout and the money, and then they get disappointed.
And another thing is the fact, but I'm not bashing it because I love this person's brother.
Okay.
Let's look at Princess. Princess opened up a YouTube channel. Ne? She has 2 videos. She gained that amount of videos because of her brother. Because people loved her or her brother, and her brother wouldn't be famous obviously without her. We understand the content. We understand the Princess is entertaining. But if your brother's going to offer you a platform, use it. She didn't use that platform. She only has 2 videos. She's been.
Doesn't she have like 1 million subscribers?
She has 1.5 million subscribers.
Waste of money.
But she's still getting paid. You don't have to upload videos. You just need to have them. You don't need to.
No. I can get paid for a video that I posted 5 years ago.
No. YouTube is it's like a salary. For me, YouTube was like since like when we got jobs for like entertainers or like personalities.
That's what
they created YouTube, and YouTube is like a proper office for.
It's like a 9 to 5 for those people.
Yes.
Like you get a salary at the end of the month. You don't get paid after every video. You get paid after everything. So that's why your salary is not going to be the same. If you post 1 video this month, you get 5,000. If you post 5 videos next month, you can get 50,000.
But there's already a fixed amount.
Yes.
Your amount just gets increased by the amounts you've just posted. Princess still gets paid till this day, Nomazan, from a video that she posted last year.
What a waste.
I think, allegedly. She didn't tell me. Allegedly. I don't want to be cancelled.
You guys believe in cancel culture?
Cancel culture is not a group assignment. I'm gonna put it at that.
I feel
just
like
because we spoke about this example of the Musa Kaula thing.
Yes.
Musa Kaula is a wrong person, right? But don't expect Simphiwe to cancel Musa Kaula because you cancelled.
Exactly.
You get me? That's why I always say cancel culture is not a group assignment. I could
That's
cancel
why I was
somebody,
like,
but Nema doesn't agree with me cancel somebody, and it's okay.
That's why you were like, when you're like, oh, Jim, I don't want to be on your podcast because you said you want to be on my podcast, but you're scared because you cancelled. You said that, and I was like, it's your opinion at the end of the day.
Controversial.
Exactly.
Which is okay.
Opinion.
Which is really okay.
It's okay, girl.
And I feel like sometimes people don't want to hear the truth.
They don't. People are scared to hear the truth.
They want to live this facade.
But what can you do?
You were influencers.
You are digital. You
you can even see some she doesn't
want to leave this campus far.
I've never seen so many people, like I've never been around so many influencers. Because like obviously in Cape Town, I used to go to school, come back, and it's a whole area, like now it's still a bunch.
Your next door neighbor.
Exactly, still a bunch. Just like there's so many influential people coming together. Like you will post, oh my god, I know you from TikTok.
Yeah,
oh my god, I know you.
Yeah.
But then
it's not the same thing that I see on my social media.
And then what she's saying, like, oh my gosh, I know you from TikTok. I understand that, and you know me, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god.
Exactly.
Make your character. Thank you for supporting me, babe.
So that's
and it's not even like in a bitchy where I'm like, I get excited off by that because it feels like, for me, I just love being with people. You understand? So for me, that excites me.
And they just go to show that your brand is speaking for you.
For itself.
You should have to say you were influencers.
And another thing, guys, we're all human. Don't expect when you come up to me, I'm gonna be the happiest human being you've ever seen. You have your off days. You need to understand. I'm gonna try my best to be the nicest I can be. But if that day,
but you work with people.
Yes, you work with people. I also need to understand. That's why I'm saying I will try my best to be nice. But if, for example, I was in a car accident, you expect me to be saying, "Hi, Simphiwe." I was in a car accident.
Like, I don't know if you posted, you joined Denzel and Ricky's podcast.
I watched that.
And he said that like people came to his
father's funeral,
and all people
for pictures, and then they went to go to, they dragged him on Twitter, and then they were saying he's rude. And then he was saying pictures next to the coffin. I was like, what the fuck?
People that follow are not normal people.
Exactly.
I've got emotions, I've got feelings, I've got tears.
They also came from a vagina like you. They also went to school. They also sleep at night.
But what
they don't understand that you're the one that is putting him up on this high pedestal.
But now what I'm grateful for is the fact that like of my personality. I feel like I'm that type of person, even if like I go through the most, I just love seeing people happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like I pick up my problems when I'm on my way back home.
Yeah.
You understand? So I might be going through the most, and that's why I feel like I don't mind when people just come and vouch at me, because I just love it when I can make another person happy.
I don't like people. Sorry. Just putting it out there.
Wait, there's something that I wanted to say before we close off, because time is not on our side and it's load shedding. Hey, South Africa. But any last words? Do you think that we're doing a good job?
I feel like you guys are in your element.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are keeping it relatable. You're keeping your content raw. So you're not all of a sudden hiring out a studio to go shoot.
Bitch, we at home! Bitch, we at home!
Before this video, we're shooting with natural lighting.
Natural lighting. Bitch, the mic is what? 500.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need to put up a facade. And the fact that people are still following you guys, people are still entertained by you guys.
Any aspects where we could improve on?
You can say
whatever.
I'm trying to think. I feel like you guys are not as interactive with your viewers.
Like on social media.
Yeah.
Isn't like how?
I feel like you guys can be more interactive.
In what terms?
I feel like you guys can, like, people are interested. When you influencer, people are interested in your daily life. Interested in like what you're doing, like what are you up to. Not that you need to fake or whatever, but I feel like that interaction can like draw more people, whatever. But I love what you guys like when you guys are working on campus, whatever. You're not on this high thing of like, you know. When you're struggling on campus. When it's a tough day, it's a tough day on campus. If you fail the test, you fail the test on campus.
And I'm gonna show that. No, I showed that 1 out of 15 on my.
Which is very
Exactly.
I wasn't scared.
Oh,
I was not gonna fight it. I didn't get 15 out
I
of
got
15.
you from brain.
Exactly, that's pure. Like, come on. The only thing that was Jamabelli. That's the only thing.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I just finished my French
I take
test.
French like Jamabel.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and so I got to do this. It's okay. That's just it. I like you guys are doing just the right amount of things you guys should be doing. Because obviously you guys are at school.
Yeah.
You guys are busy studying. There's no way you guys are gonna fully commit to creating content. Because at the end of the day, you have reality to deal with. Do you know what I mean? And people also can't expect you guys to also all the time entertain their bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you must always like if you guys miss a week because you didn't post, I feel like that's okay. You shouldn't be hard on yourself and be like, fuck, I didn't post.
And another thing,
if I want to shoot, then you guys need to think of something to talk about. You guys need to. If there's nothing to say, there's nothing to say. When you get your degree, when you get your bachelor's, you can show that you're up in life.
Exactly.
And next you're gonna be up in life. There's no use of posting content but you DVD registered on
French. And another thing that I hate is when people are like, can I quickly take your phone, show me? I want to tag myself and I want to post this video.
No, you can't.
Why are you doing that?
That's what I always say, like, grow your brand authentically. If you want to be a person out
You guys are
there,
very authentic.
just grow it
And just because you need to
authentically.
stay abolished one thing, just because you didn't change your content just because you stayed abolished.
If it's one person that our age, that I will always look up to, that I feel like is not faking it, that I feel like is not wanting it and chasing it real badly. You know Danielle, right? I feel like it would be her for me.
She's beautiful.
She is, and
She's such a beautiful person.
even her soul.
And it shines through
her.
That's the thing.
She's not.
You guys are getting aesthetic.
For me, I feel like being open to who I am and
Yeah.
like if I feel like twerking now and post, that's me. That's my brand. I don't feel like I have an aesthetic to live up to. I feel like I have a brand, and my brand is living life, being whoever that I want to be.
Yes, I also don't feel
That's
like
my
it's
brand.
It's just me.
Just me.
Like,
and I feel like people love me for that.
Like you
And
get
I'm
that.
grateful.
So I know some people attach
Yeah.
to one.
People are just like black and white picture. Pink, 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 pink. Orange, 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 orange. Blue, blue, blue.
It's these
blue.
lines.
But when it is this angle. But anyways, any last words from you guys?
It's a sitting down post for me and you.
Oh!
last words.
Any last words?
Definitely not.
For me, my last words, we're in an industry that is very big. There's room for everybody. Yes, there's room for everybody.
Do you believe that?
No, you guys, I'm not there yet. Listen, there's room for everybody, but are you able to keep your seat in the boardroom?
Are you able to swim with the sharks?
Right?
Are you able to?
Now, for example, we can all sit in a boardroom conference center, but is there enough room for the next stage where we now narrow down? So you need to be able to differentiate yourself from the person who's next, right? Because if now you can't differentiate yourself from the person next, why are we going to have two Mihlalis? Why are we going to have two KRs when we already have a KRs? When we already have a Mihlali? Sit down.
And don't be jealous of someone else's content.
Ooh.
We can carry on with the podcast now. Don't be jealous of somebody else's content, because I feel like there's always a problem with that, and this is my problem. There is a specific guy who I will mention. I'll talk to you guys later about the guy.
So I don't know.
Do you know? No.
Okay.
You don't. It's not the. Yeah. Oh no, it's not the. I feel like it's still on 20. It's on 10. We met.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys after, don't worry.
Okay.
I feel like now it's gonna sound bad about what I'm talking about. But like there's no problem. But for me it was like when they looked at me and it's like for them, I think they had an assumption about me then because obviously we all carry ourselves a different way. You understand? Now I don't rock up to campus dressing up every day. If I wanna wear my Crocs and I wanna wear my shorts and I wanna wear my hoodie, I will do so. I don't have to be fake with anybody because I don't owe anybody an explanation. And it's okay to do that, but do not judge people of that.
Thank you.
Just because we are real.
But that's being real.
Yes.
That's being real.
And for example, you can snap in those Crocs and those shorts and post on Instagram. You're not scared.